We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11. Terrible hot. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Wilson's throw complete here to Waller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Wilson. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers or tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Here's Wilson. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. But they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
I'm wondering.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
11 mighty. Stop.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and 1, Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. The fourth-quarter touchdown there. Back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here. And we know how difficult those are to recover.
The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
There's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Wilson wants to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
To throw, Burrow.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, He had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his big tight end here. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.